Medusa was a terrifying Gorgon who had snakes for hair and could turn people to stone with her gaze. In Greek mythology, she is often considered one of the most terrifying and powerful goddesses. Medusa's story is one of tragedy and revenge, and her terrifying abilities have made her a prominent figure in many myths and legends. Medusa was once a beautiful maiden who served as a priestess in the temple of Athena. However, she caught the eye of Poseidon, the god of the sea, and they engaged in a romantic encounter within the temple. This defilement of Athena's sacred space angered the goddess, and in her fury, she transformed Medusa into a Gorgon with snakes for hair and a gaze that could turn anyone who looked at her into stone. Medusa's transformation into a Gorgon made her an outcast, and she sought refuge in a remote island. However, her terrifying appearance and abilities made her a feared and reviled figure. Many heroes sought to slay her, including Perseus, who was tasked with retrieving her head as a gift for King Polydectes. With the help of Athena and Hermes, Perseus was able to defeat Medusa by using a reflective shield to avoid her gaze and ultimately beheading her. Medusa's head had the power to turn anyone who looked at it into stone, and Perseus used it as a weapon in his subsequent adventures. Even in death, Medusa's terrifying influence lived on, as her head was used to petrify enemies and protect against danger. The story of Medusa is a cautionary tale about the dangers of vanity and the consequences of defying the gods. Her transformation into a Gorgon and the subsequent events that led to her demise serve as a warning about the perils of angering the powerful deities of Greek mythology. Medusa's terrifying nature is further emphasized by her association with other frightening creatures in Greek mythology. The Gorgons, of which Medusa was one, were three sisters with snake-like hair and the ability to turn people to stone. They were often depicted as monstrous and fearsome beings, and their mere presence struck terror into the hearts of mortals. In addition to her association with the Gorgons, Medusa is also linked to other terrifying figures in Greek mythology. For example, the Chimera, a fire-breathing creature with the body of a lion, the head of a goat, and the tail of a serpent, is said to be the offspring of Medusa and the sea god Poseidon. This further reinforces Medusa's connection to terrifying and dangerous beings in Greek mythology. The image of Medusa and her fearsome abilities have continued to capture the imagination of artists and storytellers throughout history. Her likeness has been depicted in countless works of art, from ancient sculptures to modern paintings, and her story has been retold in numerous myths, legends, and works of literature. In conclusion, Medusa is undeniably one of the most terrifying goddesses in Greek mythology. Her transformation into a Gorgon and her ability to turn people to stone with her gaze have solidified her reputation as a figure of fear and awe. The cautionary tale of Medusa serves as a reminder of the consequences of defying the gods and the dangers of unchecked vanity. Her association with other terrifying creatures further reinforces her status as a formidable and fearsome deity.